So for those of you that have been to Spain, you know that patatas bravas are the most popular tapas dish here. Like seriously, you go into any bar or restaurant here in Spain and you'll always find a plate of these beautiful potatoes. Now when it comes to patatas bravas, there's so many different versions here in Spain as each region makes their own variation. The version we're going to make today is my personal favorite patatas bravas during summer, as you don't have to fry the potatoes or roast them. We're just going to give them a quick boil, which gives them a beautiful melt in your mouth texture. But let me tell you, the real star of the show here is going to be that spicy garlic sauce, as it takes these potatoes to the next level in greatness, folks. Not only is this recipe effortless to put together, but it's made with very basic ingredients and it comes together in just 30 minutes. Let's begin by grabbing about 15 baby new potatoes, adding them into a colander, and we'll rinse them under some cold running water to remove any of the excess dirt. Now to make these patatas bravas, I love using the baby new potatoes as it gives the dish a beautiful presentation. However, you can use whatever type of potatoes you like, though I do recommend using potatoes that are a bit more waxy than starchy, as at the end is what gives them that beautiful melt in your mouth texture. Then we'll add the potatoes into a stock pot, making sure they're all in a single layer, and fill it with some cold water. You want to go to about ½ inch above the potatoes, which is 1 1/4 centimeters. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. While the potatoes are cooking, let's start making our spicy garlic sauce, which, like I told you at the beginning, is what takes this dish to the next level in greatness. I'm going to add in a generous ½ cup of mayonnaise into a mortar. You can also use a bowl here. This is about 160 grams. Then we'll finely grate in 1 large clove of garlic. As always, if you don't have a grater, you can just finely mince the garlic. Add in 1 teaspoon of hot smoked Spanish paprika, which is about 2½ grams. This is what gives that sauce that incredible spicy kick. As always, the hot smoked Spanish paprika I'm using is from Kiva. In my opinion, one of the greatest ones out there. You'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below. And if you buy it from that link, you'll also get 25% off your order. We'll also add in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, which is about 5 milliliters, and 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll lightly season with a little sea salt and a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a quick mix until all the ingredients come together and we end up with a beautiful creamy texture, and then set it aside. Alright, let's move back to the potatoes. It's been about 25 minutes since I turned on the heat, and at this point, they should be perfectly cooked through with a beautiful melt in your mouth texture. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick, and if it easily goes in there with absolutely no resistance, they are ready to go. For the next step, I'm going to remove the potatoes from the heat, drain them into a strainer, and give them a quick shake to remove any of the excess water. Then we'll transfer the potatoes into a serving dish, making sure they're on a single layer. And you don't have to season the potatoes since we did cook them in that salted water, but if you like, you can add a little pinch of sea salt over the potatoes. Then I'm going to transfer the spicy garlic sauce into a plastic bag. Basically what I'm doing here is making a mock piper. That way I can add that sauce over each potato, giving it a beautiful presentation. However, you can totally skip this step and just use a spoon and spoon some of that sauce over each potato. Then I'm going to cut off a little bit of the tip from the bag and add some of the sauce over each potato. Then I'm going to pierce a toothpick over each potato. This doesn't only give this dish a beautiful presentation, but it makes it so much easier to grab those potatoes. And for the final step, I'm going to grab a handful of fresh chives, finely chop them, and sprinkle a generous portion over each potato. Check it out, our no fry, no bake Spanish patatas bravas are done. Super easy to make, the simplest ingredients, and came together in just 30 minutes. But the beauty of these patatas bravas is gonna be that melt in your mouth texture in the potatoes, along with that spicy garlic sauce that's gonna take it to the next level in goodness. Let's give these a try and see how they turned out. So like I told you in the beginning, patatas bravas truly are the most popular tapas dish here. What I didn't tell you is that's one of my favorite tapas dishes. Cannot wait to try this. I gotta eat the whole thing. Wow. First things first is the texture on the potatoes. They are so velvety. You smell it in your mouth. And that spicy garlic sauce takes it to the next level, folks. So easy to make, simple ingredients. Then in about 30 minutes, make these at home this summer or any time of the year. And I promise with that first bite, instant trip to beautiful España. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Lisa Larea, Edward Alvarez, Marco Steenversion, Holly Parker, and Dallas Jackson. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego. Absolutely delicious. The only thing is now the heat from the hot paprika is starting to hit. I'm a weenie when it comes to heat, but it's so good. Give these a try. You're gonna love them. Hasta luego.